What's up, guys? So before we get the review going, man, just want to give a few quick shout outs to my boys Vanguard QB56, Mr. Cole Villain, and Corvette 1415 for helping me get the review done just a little bit faster. So here we go. Combine Torrey Smith, 95 overall, dual style, long pass, ground and pound style, 6 foot tall, 97 speed, 95 catch, 92 release, 92 jump, 95, 98 spectacular, 88 elusiveness, 93 route running. Also has a 88 spin and an 82 juke. Now, I was hoping that this guy would be, the replacement for Kevin White because of his solid height and speed. But anyways, man, enough talking. Let me show you what he can do. So combine Torrey Smith, man. Like I said, when I picked him up, I was hoping that he'd be able to replace Kevin White because, like I said, I want a fast, tall receiver. And of course, Kevin White is 6'3", so that's amazing. Now, Torrey Smith is not 6'3", he's only 6 foot tall, but that to me is like the bare minimum, and that would have been fine with me if he was more consistent with catching in traffic, which unfortunately he just was not for me. Now, I'm not saying he was terrible. Trust me, he definitely did have a few good catches here and there, but for the most part, man, he was just way too inconsistent, especially when it came to just like one-on-one catching in traffic. I understand that, throwing a double coverage, triple coverage, it's hard to come down with, unless it's like ultimate boss Calvin or Jerry Rice or one of those receivers, but still you would expect that he would at least be more consistent than he was. That was unfortunately not the case, which is why I definitely am going to just stick with Kevin White. This right here, I'm just showing you right here that he will not drop open passes, which is something that you should not have to worry about anyways, but I just want to confirm it for you guys that he's not going to drop open passes. And like I was saying, if you want to get him just for his speed, like if that's all you want from him, if that's the one selling point, I would just say stick with Kevin White, man, because if you pick him up just for his speed, obviously he's I think he was like 400,000 right now, and that's just way too much for just a 97 speed wide receiver. And if you try to turn him into a slot receiver, you will not have as much success. Now, if you can somehow get that out of him, believe me, go for it. If you think that you can turn him into a slot receiver and just be dominant with him, by all means, go for it. But for me, honestly, I could not do it, man. Just drop way too many passes. These right here, I was hoping that right there, those deep passes, I was hoping that those would be like his #1 consistent thing. That would have been the only way that he would have been able to beat out Kevin White, because the only way that you should be using Kevin White is for streaks and slants. So these right here, I was hoping he would come down with, I think I only come down with like maybe 3 or 4. That's about it. That's how many it came down with the deep passes. That was all. This right here is what I'm talking about though, man. This happened over and over and over again. And these aren't even like double or triple coverage. These are all like one-on-ones. He just could not come down with them, and I was just getting aggravated. And honestly, you guys might think I'm crazy, but when it came to these deep passes, these one-on-one situations, I honestly feel, in my honest opinion, I honestly feel that Kevin White probably came down with more than Torrey Smith would have. And I know some of you guys might not believe that, but honestly, I played with Kevin White for so long. I played with Smith for a while. I can honestly tell you, I would rather trust Kevin White with a deep pass one-on-one than Torrey Smith. Now, of course, yes, he's absolutely fast. Like this right here, this is how you should use him. If you decide to pick him up, man, this right here is the one thing that he's amazing at. Of course, you can do slants and streaks and whatnot, but I mean slants and drags. Streaks, of course, is the one thing where he just dominated for me the most. Not many corners can keep up with him. I think I saw him even burn Trey Waynes in Night Train Lane once, man. The guy is absolutely just a speed demon. So, in my opinion, if you're going to just pick him up just for the speed, I would say just go with Kevin White. But if you think that you can get the most out of him, like more than I did, then by all means, man, go check out Torrey Smith if he fits your scheme. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this review. My final thoughts, do I think he's worth 400,000? I feel like maybe he's worth half that, 200,000, somewhere in that area. Is he top 5? No. Top 10? No. Top 15? Maybe. And that's only because of his speed. I'm not trying to trash the card and say that he's completely worthless and just like never ever get him. I'm just saying that when I was using him like in traffic or stuff like that, I just could not get it done on a consistent basis. The only thing that was useful was a 97 speed, and if that 97 speed, like I said, if that's the only thing you want to get him for, man, then you're better off just going with Kevin White, if that's all you want from a receiver, because I could not call this guy clutch at all. He was letting me down way too often. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of that, man. My next review might be on Thursday, man. I did put out that juke and spin tutorial, man, so go check that out if you get a chance, man, and I will see y'all boys on the next review, man. Peace.